Man United 0, Crystal Palace 1. United lose another home game, 4th defeat in the season after 7 starts. I am with Houston Red Army, Josh. I call him the Globetrotter. Josh, congratulations, Houston Dynamo, for winning the US Super Cup, US Open Cup.
Yes.
Beating Inter Miami Superstars in Florida. So congratulations, Globe. Josh supports this guy. I just call it the Globe. He supports cricket, football. This is the man. This is the man.
I love sports.
Josh, today, what went wrong today, mate? I mean, they didn't play badly.
See, I think that's the thing that's so weird is that, it's not like you can say, oh, they were shit.
Right.
They weren't shit, right? But especially when you got into the attacking third, we just had no creativity, no idea about what to do. How many times did we get the ball? And we had tons of possession, right? But how many times did we get the ball? We get to the attacking third. Oh, we pass over here, come back. Pass over here, come back. Pass here. And we keep doing this until we finally lose the ball. But there's never that penetrating pass that I'm going to beat this guy and get a shot out, right?
My point.
And so and if you don't have that, you can't score goals, which we didn't, right? So I feel like at this point, it's almost like we're reliant on penalties. We're hoping that somehow we kick the ball and it hits somebody's hand in the box and that's how we score.
Right.
Because we're not scoring otherwise.
No.
So, yeah, like I said, it's a very kind of lukewarm kind of feeling because it's not like we got dominated. We didn't.
No.
We were actually kind of the dominant team.
100%. We had the possession.
We controlled the ball. We moved it around. But you have to find a way to break down defenses, and we can't right now, it seems like. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a very weird feeling because it's like, well, we're losing, and we're losing, and we're losing. But
so does this defeat feel a bit different when you didn't play badly but you lost than playing badly and losing?
Yeah.
It has a different feel,
No,
right?
no, right. And because that's what I'm saying. It's like, believe me, there are times when we are well and truly beaten, right? And of course, we've experienced a lot of that over these past several years, right? And so when that happens, you're just like, I mean, it's like a gut punch. You're just like, man, we sucked.
Well, not today.
Not today. It doesn't feel like a gut punch. It's just kind of like a...
It's just upsetting. You feel more pain on this one, like ball won't go in, ball rolling across the line and cleared up the line. Yeah. It is what it is. A lot of people complain that Ten Hag should have stuck to the same team that played the Carabao Cup on Wednesday. But what the difference in that game was, Crystal Palace played a weakened team.
Yeah.
They played a more solid team today, so he couldn't use the same team because it had a better amount of players, opponents against Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
So overall, when you saw this, was there anything United should have done different today?
See, I guess, and that's the tough thing as well, is like, I asked myself that question, and I'm not sure that I can say anything specifically, right? I guess the only thing that I would say is that I wish that they were a little bit more ambitious and risk-taking in the final third. Is I felt that we were just playing too cautiously. Slowly, right? And so, we don't want to lose the ball, so we're going to play over here. All right, now, and then we're going to come back. Well, that's fine to do that. But eventually, you do that in order to open up the defense, to get that penetrating run, pass, whatever. And it never happened. It was just like, no, we do this, whatever. And then eventually, all that ends up is that then we just go and play a random ball in the air to no one that gets headed out. There were several times today where we played a ball across the goal with no one there. And it's like, who are we playing to? It's almost like you just got bored. And so you just said, okay, well, we're just going to
kick the ball up.
Kick the ball, right? So, it's hard. That's
Did you see signs of improvement in their play? I said, did they play a bit more? Did they play better from previous matches you've seen this season?
I mean, yes, I think so in some ways. Again, we kept good possession. Again, and also the goal that they scored, kudos to them. That was an excellent goal, right? Okay, I'm not that.
Could somebody be a bit closer to him?
They could have been a bit closer, right? But that wasn't one of these just egregious errors where you say, oh, he's just got a free header or something in the 6-yard box. No, he wasn't in the 6-yard box, right? He's like what, 12, 13, 14 yards out, right? And he struck it first time, right? So it's like, I feel, I'm a very big believer is that when someone scores an excellent goal, even if it's an opponent, you just applaud football,
right.
But that being said, it's like, okay, well, that's great, but what are we doing, right? Where's our moment like that? And it never came.
Why do we not get those kind of chances that we'll cut the ball back, there'll be no one, we just slot it in like the goals we've conceded? Or where's that kind of chance whereby the ball will be there and they won't mark us quick?
That being said, let's also go back a week. We also beat Burnley because of a magic moment from Bruno Fernandes going and striking the ball over the shoulder like Van Persie has.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give United's performance today, man?
Again, like this, everything is just so lukewarm with this, Trevor. So I'm just like, it's like, right? It's just like 5, you know, because there were elements that were good, right? Good possession, right? Sometimes moved the ball around well. For the most part, I'd say defended pretty well, right? But you have to have that just killer mentality in the third, final attacking third, and it wasn't there. It didn't seem like anybody really wanted to score.